the road ahead. Who better than Lieutenant General P.R. Shankar, former Director General of Artillery and someone who's working very closely on artillery modernization, and Sandeep Unnithan joining me on this special broadcast. Gentlemen, welcome. General Shankar, welcome on Battle Cry. Sir, give us an appreciation of Op Vijay to Op Sindoor and the future battles and the role of artillery.
Thanks a lot, Gaurav, for calling me over on the show. At the outset, very good day to everyone who's watching this show. Well, artillery has been the king of the battlefield. It was the king of the battlefield in Kargil. It won the war for us, right, with Bofors. And that was a technology at that time. That was the best technology available at that time. A combination of Bofors and Grad BM-21 won the day for us this. During Op Sindoor, we have used BrahMos, I guess, because out of the 7 terrorist targets which were struck, out of the 9 which were struck, 7 were struck by the army. And I suspect that BrahMos was used liberally in that. And that's all land-based BrahMos, all artillery. In fact, I have the distinction of having, commanded one of the first BrahMos units when I was GOC of the artillery division. So I know what it is. Right. And besides this, across the line of control, artillery was liberally used to destroy targets. That didn't get great mention in Op Sindoor, but it came up. And those who, it's there. So artillery will play a great role, not only in contact battles like Kargil, but also in non-contact warfare like what happened in Sindoor, because these are both either end of the spectrums of warfare. And when you look at tomorrow, what are you going to look at, right? You need greater range. You need greater lethality. You need greater accuracy and precision. And no one is going to give this to you from anywhere. And I am very happy to say that, today, Indian artillery is a modernized artillery and completely Atmanirbhar. I'm not joking, it's Atmanirbhar. We make guns, we make missiles, we make rockets, we make ammunition, we make whatever we want. We make the best weapon locating radars in the world. And I'm very proud of it.
ATAGS trials, some orders in the pipeline. Sir, your take on the artillery modernization drive from the 1999 plans to the situation today?
In around 2010-12, a headline came out which said, Indian Army in search of artillery and artillery in search of ammunition. And we were at a rock bottom at that point of time. From then to now, we have made good all our deficiencies. We have no problems in making ammunition. We have no problems in making fuses. We have no problems in making charges. Complete and indigenous production capability. We have also come a long way in making guns. We make 3-4 different varieties of guns. You make the ATAGS, you make the Dhanush, you make the Sharang, you make Pinakas. Completely you make Pinakas, you make BrahMos, the works. And you're transited from being normal guns to rockets and missiles. Right, so we have no this thing. Now, as far as the point which Sandeep brought out about the speed of induction of guns, we must understand we have limited capacities. Even the world has limited capacities. You'll be surprised to know today, the world doesn't have the capacities we have. Very few people have the capacities to make ammunition and guns the way we have, right? So we are going at the right pace, and plus taking into considerations certain issues, I don't think we are lagging behind in induction. We have adequate ammunition, we have adequate guns, we have adequate rockets and missiles to tackle the situation, and even on the long haul. So I'm sanguine about it. We could have been faster, but well, that was a political situation, that was our industrial situation, that was our capability, that's it. But things are on track. And it's also a matter of how much money you can put into this whole show.
Yes.
Right? So that's how it is. Today we have the confidence of doing everything. Today we have started exporting these items.
Amazing.
We are exporting BrahMos, we are exporting Akash, we are exporting ATAGS, we are exporting a lot of things. So I'm sure a positive cycle has started. And after Op Sindoor, more will come. More people will come to us for all these things.
Because our systems deliver. Our systems deliver, and the world has seen how accurately our systems deliver, sir. I want to ask you one more thing, because this is perhaps outstanding. You were Director General Artillery of the Indian Army. You commanded a division where BrahMos was inducted, and BrahMos is now doing so well. We've seen that in operations. Sir, what are the future weapons that we are conceptualizing on the drawing board at IIT Madras, for example, a hypersonic shell? Give us an idea, if we are not in violation of any secrecy. I'd love to know how we are moving forward, because in the good old days, it was all about catching up. Are we today a step ahead?
Yeah. Now, look, when you look at tube artillery, normal tube artillery has reached its ultimate. You can't get more ranges out of normal artillery, not more than, attacks at 40 kilometers, 45 kilometers, the max. So the trick is in ammunition. You have to get better ammunition. Your ammunition has to take you to a longer distance. And for that, you have to use ramjets, right? And ramjets in artillery, I must say, and I am very happy that it is IIT Madras which is in the lead internationally. And if it's a little distance away, it'll take us another 3-4 years to get the things operational. But we are far ahead of the curve on technology.
Wow.
And when you extend the range of the guns through ramjet technology, you also need precision, because at that range you can't be imprecise.
Yes.
So we are working on the precision technology, and we are not sacrificing on the lethality. That's the important part. So these three things are on track. Now the same technology of ramjet technology, we have given proposals to the army which can be ported into a weapon system like the Grad. Now, just to give you an idea, the Grad weapon system, which, the ammunition normally has a range of about 20 kilometers. Its extended variety has a range of about 30 to 35 kilometers. We are hoping with the technology which we have developed, and we have proven it to ourselves, we should be able to get a range of anything between 60 to 80 kilometers.
Brilliant.
So that's the kind of technology which we are putting in. Our aim is to use the existing platforms, but refine the ammunition. Rather than reinventing the complete platform as a new system. And our aim is to use, latest technologies like additive manufacturing, AI for design, basically, and things like that to get the top end of whatever is there. And we, hopefully, in about 10 years, we should be ahead of the pack.
Amazing.
And I know
Sandeep,
for sure this technology is not there with anyone else.
no, it's so fascinating just to hear this, Sandeep. I consider myself amongst those privileged few who've seen the Grad 21 in operation in war. Kargil 1999, bang outside the Dras Brigade headquarters, a Grad 21 firing a salvo, zoom, 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 one after the other at Tiger Hill. And that's the image that's playing on our television screen right behind me. Sandeep, that with ramjet technology, hypersonic rockets going, the enemy wouldn't stand a chance.
Absolutely, Gaurav. And in fact, what you mentioned about Kargil just reminds me about what General Musharraf wrote in his biography, that he took that chance with the Kargil operation because he knew that India did not have adequate artillery, and which is why he moved into across the line of control. Today, with the kind of artillery that we have, as General Shankar mentioned, and the fact that we are inducting hypersonic weapons as well, I think the enemy is going to think twice before doing anything, any foolish misadventure like Kargil, because as we know, Gaurav, more than 60% of all the casualties in Kargil was caused by Indian artillery. The airburst, the direct fire mode, all of that literally shattered Pakistan's will, both on the mountain peaks and also in GHQ Rawalpindi. So I think GHQ Rawalpindi is watching these force accretions very closely, and they realize that when Indian artillery has reached the end of its modernization in the next 5 or 10 years, they literally don't stand a chance. Because Gaurav, very quickly, I want to add, the cheapest and the most inexpensive way of delivering ordnance on target today is a artillery round. So you may have your drones and you may have your cruise missiles and all that, but these are countries who are doing it because they don't have the kind of artillery, they don't have the shells, they don't have the barrel making capabilities, the entire ability to put all these systems together like we do. And when we finally get that artillery, you will look at saturating the adversaries on the other side, both in China and in Pakistan. So this is one big advantage that India has, Gaurav, and this is something we really need to build on.
General Shankar, final word, last 30 seconds I have on this part of the show. Given the threat that India faces along the India-Tibet border, and of course along the line of control, the AGPL, your appreciation, not just on the pace of artillery modernization, but will we have enough to deter the adversary from trying any misadventure, especially on our northern and eastern borders?
I don't have a doubt. Apart from the fact that you'll have the numbers, you'll have the quality and the technology, whatever the Chinese produce. You have one thing which the Chinese don't have. You have seasoned gunners. They'll win the day for us. You see, you have to understand, the Chinese have never fought a war with the weapons they have.
Yes.
And we've seen what has happened in Op Sindoor, right? Whereas all our weapons are battle tested. All complete, the inventory in artillery is today battle tested. And we are building on these battle tested weapons. And we are building on people who have been firing in battle. And this combination of man and machine is very hard to replicate.
Okay.
And I've had interaction with a lot of foreign armies, and they say, look, this is something which you have, you just cannot lose it.
Oh,
I mean, when I
absolutely.
said you cannot lose it, is that this is your ace, this combination. I'm sanguine about the fact that come what may, what the Chinese throw at us, we're going to hit them back hard. And they won't know where they've got it from.
And that's so heartening to hear, especially after Operation Sindoor, when we've seen the Chinese equipment, at least the Chinese equipment that the Pakistanis have. And India's artillery modernization is a story we'll be tracking very, very closely. General Shankar and Sandeep for joining me here on this Battle Cry special broadcast. Many thanks.